Keith, thanks for being with us. First of all, tell us, what is Personhood USA for those unfamiliar?
Well, Personhood USA is a nonprofit organization meant to assist states like Mississippi to put legislation such as these personhood amendments on the ballot. And we're here just to help bolster them up and start grassroots efforts all across the country.
People who oppose this particular amendment, proposed amendment, say, look, what you're going to do is you're going to end up criminalizing what would otherwise be a private medical decision. What say you?
Well, I say that it's common sense that all humans are persons, but our laws don't reflect that common sense idea. And so we're just trying to change that common sense idea. It's, if the preborn human is scientifically a human, but we're treating it as property, that's an injustice that we have to fix. And so we're not criminalizing an action that's a private family decision. What we're doing is we're saying all humans should have rights. And so we have to fight back all kinds of mud that's thrown against the wall to see what sticks.
Now, Keith, who is on the other side of this thing?
Well, the two main players on the other side are Planned Parenthood and the ACLU. It's kind of a dynamic duo that we've been facing across the entire country. Ironically, the ACLU is working to stop free speech rights of petitioning, and Planned Parenthood, I believe, is trying to maintain their business status quo, and they're fighting us on the ground by doing a lot of these scare tactic ads and whatnot.
Look, you're heading up the Mississippi effort there. Do you have a sense as to how voters there feel? Because this is coming up, if I understand correctly, November 8th on the ballot.
Well, we're just assisting in Mississippi. The lieutenant governor is the co-chair of the coalition down there, Phil Bryant, and the American Family Association's Dr. Don Wildman is the other co-chair. So the locals are really leading it. But I'm really excited. You know, it has mainstream support. The polling is tremendous. When you poll life at conception and people that vote that way, it's up in the high 70s to 80%. It's a really pro-life state, and we're very encouraged that this could be the first state to pass it, and it'll be the first state of many. There's several other in the queue that we're working to help put this on the ballot for 2012, and so we're ready to move forward and really change the nation to a culture of life.
What would this mean for Roe v. Wade?
It's hard to say. I think these state amendments could actually bypass Roe versus Wade. We have a 10th Amendment argument that would likely be raised at the state or the U.S. Supreme Court level. But regardless, you know, we don't need to focus on Roe versus Wade because these states really do have the right to greater police powers than the federal government. And with good pro-life governors, like who's about to be elected in Mississippi, we're encouraged that we could start seeing the pro-life states actually acting like pro-life states and rejecting federal tyranny.
If this passes, I mean, I'm just reading the language of it once again. Maybe we could put it up on the screen one more time. This would provide a definition for human life and when it begins. Would that therefore outlaw abortion in Mississippi?
Yeah, abortion would be unconstitutional in the state of Mississippi because, again, even in Roe versus Wade, they stated that if the case were ever made that the preborn child is a person, the argument for abortion collapses.